This is 2BGG podcast. You are here and you're gonna listen, okay? Listen to me now. We're gonna talk about our New Year's resolutions. So listen
really?
closely.
Lost his mind.
Why
Why are you holding them by their? Why are you like?
Dude,
you got a
and
gun
we're
to
really
them.
invested right now. So I
We're
was
so
kind of
invested.
wondering, since the New Year's coming around, it's 2023, odd number. I don't know what that means. But I'm
Never
kind of
seems to go
thinking,
right.
where do you guys think you'll be by the end of the year, and what are your big resolutions? How do you think you're gonna make an effort to
Alright,
change yourself in a way?
I guess
Well-
I'll go first. I think that where I want to be going into 2023, where I am now, is being able to grow as an individual, find different interests and hobbies, and that also is on the lines of I guess not being more sociable, because I'm already very sociable, but like having more networking, like more strategic thinking on who I need connections with and all that going into college. And I think that's very important, and like have a good social solid concrete base when going into college to just make it a little more easier to get acclimated with the new way of life college brings.
So, like, as far as like interests go, or is that what you mean as far as networking is concerned? Like,
Yeah,
as
so
like shared interests, like advisors,
yeah, so I want to probably the easiest way to connect people is just like shared interests, and then conversations sprout off of that, and also just like building communities around certain interests if there isn't already one there.
Right?
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, so like kind of trailblazing a bit if they're not already there.
I think that's the pretty solid, a pretty solid evaluation of what you want going down, because going into that environment, it's could be completely foreign to you. But there's tons and tons of clubs and stuff. You just got to know the right people, or maybe
Yeah.
just join a club and you'll find the right people. It's just you got to go for it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
clubs
feel
where
like
it's
you are a
at.
pretty sociable person, so I think you'll be successful. I predict.
Thank you.
True.
Yeah, I'm known for talking a lot, so
Yep.
and
Go
I ain't
talk your
trying to
random
start a
connections.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the whole clubs thing, like I've never really understood like how the clubs are like not set up in college, but like is it like Monsters University where you just like walk down the street and there's like stands everywhere and you're like, oh yeah, give me a pamphlet. Like how's it set up? Like how do you actually join a club in college? I'm completely unaware of this.
Well, they probably have their own like committee, right? Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
we're meeting here this time. You can show up, or maybe it'll be like a sign up thing. It probably differs by college and by club, but
I also think a big part of that's just like by ear, just
yeah,
someone
That's true.
gets you into it, or you hear people talking about it.
Yeah,
They do no networking. They just recruit one person, and then that person recruits another person, and then that person.
It's a
Word of mouth,
lineage.
baby.
maybe like
Like-
college newspapers or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
That would actually be kind of sick.
which is also a club. Also, it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
say,
Club,
that is
the
a
remote
club
club.
would be kind of dope, where you just
That
get
is
into
a
like
thing.
college news and stuff.
Is that
Yeah,
something you'd be
If you
interested
made it-
in? Good sir.
If you made it like not cringy and like kind of funny.
Not.
Nah,
Well,
If
Yeah,
you're not
I-
a cringe
I would
what's
lord,
be-
up,
I would do
gamers?
that. That's
I hope you had
Yeah.
a lit morning.
Well, it's like if
These
you could do it
topics
in
what's up,
like
gamers?
if you could cover like all the actual stuff that happens in colleges, like I guess there would have to be one that like teachers didn't see to make it fun.
Oh yeah.
Because you
Scandal.
could like talk, like you could like
Drugs.
send out
Planning
the
it
Wow,
for
send
murder.
that's
out
where
the
your mind's
newspaper
going.
for like the parties or like parties that happen, fights that happen, like funny stuff that happened. Like I mean that would be sick.
Libel.
Like you imagine waking up every morning for class and you get the newspaper be like, oh, Todd and Frederick got in a fight last night. It's like go check it
Well,
out.
it's
It's
like-
like this is
it's
like a
like-
message board.
Yeah, it's almost like you have the regular newspaper, then you just get like a black light, and it's just a whole different
Yeah.
newspaper.
That would be
of-
so sick. Yeah.
I gotta
You
admit,
make
having-
you make like a movie as that. Out of
This is
that.
just Harry Potter. I think.
I gotta admit, having names like Todd and Frederick get in a fight is the era that I'd imagine people getting a newspaper in college. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
gonna work, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Understandable.
I mean, yeah, you can totally do that, but I don't know if newspaper's the medium you're gonna go through.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just send him I'll just send him a
I
snap.
guess it's social
Yeah.
media, honestly. Yeah.
You
What
throw
is
the
that?
black
Secret
light
Secret
on it.
snap story and do all that. Just be a news reporter walking around with my phone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
get like
look
one
at
of
your
those
fights.
wearable mics.
No, I'll just have a GoPro strapped to my head like every day, and if I see a fight, I'll just like pretend I'm the ref and just get right up next to it, start watching.
Bring a whistle with you.
Beaten up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably get
They're
jumped.
usually
after.
not very
No one
civil
wants you
there.
But that would be some good footage
Bro.
after he's done beating one of them, he just jumps on me.
Bro, that's the way things are gonna go, man. If we're talking about 2023 and what's gonna happen, it's gonna be GoPros on everybody's faces. That's what it's gonna be. It's saving the time it takes for you to grab your phone and pull it out of your pocket. It's just constant video feed,
Yeah,
24/7.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
We are
I'm
all
glad you like it.
IRL streamers.
I had this idea, yeah, start IRL streaming
Dang,
with
that's
GoPro strapped to your
crazy.
head.
Yeah, you could just like
Yeah.
tune in
Like,
to
really obnoxious.
a random person's life.
You could just tune into somebody's like college experience.
Eating dinner with
Yeah.
your family with the GoPro on.
Well, maybe that's a little far.
Text-to-speech bomb threats on the
Google
whole
pays
time.
people
3-hour
like
lectures.
big salaries to just stream their entire life.
Yeah,
They just
streaming the
never
test.
stop streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick. It's
like
like
a
I gotta find
subathon
somebody
in
in my
college.
Yeah. Yeah, the colleges will have their own like closed off like Twitch style servers of streams of people streaming their
Yeah.
test answers.
Yeah, this could be a problem. I feel like.
Yeah, I gotta tune in over to Miss Jackson's class, see what the answers are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. That would be such an invasion of privacy on so many levels. It would make like
Well,
fraud
I have a feeling
rampant.
evasion of privacy is gonna become a common theme.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Have you heard
Or
about
that's just the
the
government.
Have you heard about the like people using the AI to cheat on stuff? What is that called? The chat
Chatbot.
something.
I have no idea. I don't even know what
No.
you're talking about.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
like
don't
the
know what you're talking
chatbots?
about either.
Yeah, like they use the AI generated text to like cheat on essays or something. I heard some
Oh,
news
okay.
articles of people getting caught for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's-
Oh,
It's
well, like
pretty
it
crazy.
writes for them for like the topic.
Oh yeah,
I
I,
read
I
a
see
pretty
how that would
convincing essay.
work.
No.
Yeah, because the AI can just
Just
you can
like,
just
really?
type up like a topic sentence, and then the AI is just gonna write it out for you, like write an
Exactly.
entire.
It's kind
Yeah,
of scary
sorry, yeah.
because it's going to keep improving. So people are just
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
How are the teachers going to handle the fraud for that, man?
I know. How did they catch
How
them?
did
Yeah,
they get?
'cause
Yeah,
it's
how did
not
they get
it's not
caught?
How'd
plagiarism.
they catch them?
It's not, but it's like, yeah, like how do you judge that? It's not
Yeah,
your
well,
work.
Yeah.
so it
I
can't
guess
be,
when
you
like
know.
your lowest, like the kid in your class who definitely shouldn't be getting an A plus and like speaking in words that you know he doesn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
He comes into class and she's like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever read."
Congratulations, you're going to
I
Harvard.
really popped off, Pete.
Yeah.
This guy get that.
Bro, why
two-
you here? Go
this
to
guy's
Harvard.
got a
He's like-
1.5 GPA up, buddy.
I stayed up all night writing this. And she's like,
Man,
it
I
only
just
took you
feel
one
myself.
night to write this.
It's like 16 pages.
Like Shakespeare couldn't touch this.
All sourced. It was like 6 in-text citations every 2 seconds. Yeah, one
no,
night.
no,
All in
I,
the night's work.
I bet I know
Just
how
all
he got
night.
caught. The teacher asked for sources and he just linked the AI website
Yeah,
as the
tell me.
source.
This is
Like,
who
ah,
this
this
is
is
how he
who
got
the
it.
information.
One idiot ruined it for everybody.
Literally.
Just put Google as a
Yeah,
source.
that's
Just like
smart.
nothing, no links. Just put Google.
That's
Google.
what we used to do back in like 6th grade or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Google was my source.
True.
Then there's
I mean,
the weirdo in the
the
corner using
internet.
Firefox.
Yeah.
Those
Hey,
Bing
I used Firefox for a
users.
while.
Hey, dude, I use Firefox. What's wrong with you?
No,
Oh, you still
kid,
use
no.
I use
Firefox.
DuckDuckGo,
I
bro.
Still use Firefox.
I use no, I don't. I switched over from Google to Firefox because I've
Instant.
everybody I've known who has a PC and used Google for a long time has gotten a virus,
Jeez.
and
I use
Firefox
a,
is the only one that hasn't been touched. But I kind of use Opera GX now.
Yeah, well, you still need to
Oh,
activate
the-
Windows
the
on that PC, good
sponsorship,
buddy.
yeah.
I'm not doing that. You can't pay me enough money to activate Windows. I'm not doing it.
Why?
It's pointless. There's zero purpose in doing it.
Okay.
I have a watermark that
And-
says activate Windows, and I love it.
My resolution for you is
Awesome.
to activate Windows so you can get that
Ah,
watermark
okay.
off your
Yeah,
screen.
Okay.
that's your,
You
that's
know-
your
you know-
resolution.
You know what? I'll put it in the books. It'll go on the back burner for resolutions. At
Oh,
some
boy.
point next year,
No,
I
you're
will
never gonna do it.
activate
Yeah,
Windows.
I want to know
It's
all
on
of
the
Joseph's
back burner
lost
of your
back
resolutions.
burner ideas.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
plenty of them. There's plenty. I think of it and it's just gone instantly.
Yeah.
Well-
Well, on that note, do you have a resolution in mind, Joseph?
Smooth.
I want to.
All
Yeah,
right.
that was
Thanks, man.
pretty good.
Good
That's
job.
pretty good.
I want to have like an idea of where I want to go because I can stay working like my job. I have nice paying job. Like I don't need to go to college or anything, but I want to, but I need to decide if it's worth it for me to just keep
Harvard.
working and live,
Have
or
you
if,
been
or if I
looking?
do. I'm deciding between two colleges,
Ooh.
but they're two trade schools.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a trade school for like mechanical engineering, and then just the other one is for regular just engineering in general. Maybe like
Engineering's kind of sick.
yeah, I've always wanted to be like an architectural engineer since I was a kid, but I'm terrible at math. So
I feel you.
Yeah, that would be a
And,
roadblock.
yeah,
Yes.
that's definitely a
It
roadblock.
really is. Let me tell
I
you.
gotta, but so I thought go to the more of like the not necessarily like the constructing the idea for a building, but kind of go into more like I guess the easier side of it, which is contracting.
Oh
and, like,
yeah.
remodeling and stuff like that.
you
which,
want the
That's
words, not the math.
just like remodeling, I'd be into. That'd be more of a hobby for me, but like just building houses and stuff.
You gotta do
Being the guy in
math though.
charge. Not necessarily. A
Oh,
lot of that stuff for you.
I hope you do math if you're
Well, no,
remodeling a house.
you have to do math, but it's a lot simpler than like the people who are pulling out the
You're not
building
doing, like,
plans and stuff like
calculus.
that.
Physics.
Yeah.
Colloquial math.
You're not
you know,
doing
like,
crazy stuff. It's
Yeah.
stuff that's understandable, and a lot of it's already done for you. Like people who build houses now, they're not making the blueprints for the house. They're not doing half the work. It's usually just one guy renting other companies to build them the house, and then just making an 8% profit.
yeah, right.
And that's kind of what I want to do that, but that's like little profit. You have to be cranking out buildings to make money.
Hmm.
But there's money in remodeling because you can do that. Like you can get a full, like kitchen done in a day or a bathroom done in a day. So you can really
Right.
crank that out. Then
So
the other option was wait, I'll let you go.
I was just gonna say, so basically your this is your goal for like the end of 2023, or where you see yourself trying to like work towards that path, or
Yeah, I want to have my mind made up on whether I want to just stay working or go to one of these two colleges. Where the
Oh,
other one is
okay.
just just mechanical, just like cars, basically. That's it. They just learn how to build
Cars.
and tear down and fix cars.
yeah, you can make a truck former, dude.
Well, I want to
Truck
because
farmer.
I have a decent business idea, I think, in like the car side.
What's the
kinda-
business
it's-
idea?
Tell
It's
us.
like
Go on.
it's
Go on, kid.
No,
Hey,
yeah, we
don't
should
steal it.
Don't,
Let me
don't
know.
write this down, guys. Don't write it down. This is mine, okay?
Oh, okay.
This was
To any
my
viewers watching,
Yeah. Close your ears,
No,
viewers.
No
yeah,
touchy.
don't steal my idea. Listen, I don't think it's been
Well-
done before, but it's necessarily like it's a garage, not a garage, but like a mechanic shop. But it's for people who are into modding out their cars, but not in like a stupid way. It's going to be done like professionally, and not like some 14-year-old who bought a wing and duct taped it to the back of his car.
Like detail shops.
Yeah. It'll be like a detail shop. It'll be like a tuner shop. It'll be like a body shop, modification shop. So how you see like you'll see like a Z go down the road. It's got a body kit. It sounds like it's got an engine swap. Turbo. It's got wing. It's got aero. All the cool stuff. All the fancy stuff. We'll be doing all that, but on a professional grade level. And we're gonna make it really simple and really easy. So you don't have to know anything about any of this to be able to get this done to your car. Like you could come in and say, "Hey man, I got a 2016 Civic. I want to make it go faster." And I'll be like, "Cool, this is what you need. We can do this, and this, or we can do all this." And you'd be like, "Hey, I want to make my car look cooler." Be like, "Okay, well, these are my options I have for you that can go on your car to make it look cooler." And then there will also
Nice.
be like 3 presets. One of them is called the shitbox special.
Oh.
And that is where we delete your Cadillac converter so it sounds very stupid and loud.
Uh-huh.
We give it black rims, and we add just some small maybe a tune and all the little adjustments that come with it afterwards. So it's just
Fortnite decal.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then like the obviously like the presets get
Now you're
better. Then
talking
you
my
have like
language.
your ultimate preset, which we try to push you to like 500 horsepower, which is the ultimate preset.
Jeez.
But it's
The
meant to
ultimate
make like
power.
that whole side of like modifying your car and being into like just cars in general like super easy. So that
Mhm.
way you're not messing up. You don't have to make big mistakes.
We'll make the mistake so
see.
you don't
Yeah,
have
we'll
to.
make the mistakes for you.
So
Making you know,
how are you going to get around the
Finance.
fact that some of that stuff is illegal?
Nah, I don't. What is illegal? Explain.
Taking off your Cadillac converter.
No emissions anymore.
What?
Not here. There's no emissions in Tennessee anymore. It's not illegal.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, we got rid of that last year.
out the door.
Well,
That's sick.
Fun.
guess I'm moving
That's
to
old news, bro.
Tennessee.
You can't do it, and as long as
Okay, well,
you-
still, it's sketch in the eyes of the law
Yes.
what your
Well,
shop is.
Well, obviously, like the only people doing that are people
This
who
is
can't
all
afford an
alleged, by the
exhaust
way.
system. So
Man's making
It's-
Fast and
it's-
Furious IRL.
Yeah.
it's meant to make like the
There's
the
a
cool
reason
stuff
why
about
that's not
tuning and modding
mainstream.
your car. Well, it's not mainstream because nobody's done it yet. You know, I'm a
Almost thought of
pioneer.
it. I
I-
don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I don't think that's a special idea. Not to.
not to shit on
bash
your
your name,
resolution,
but
but
yeah.
Wow, guys. I think it's pretty cool. It's a business model of bringing mods to the masses, you know?
yes,
It's-
if everyone
yeah,
has
it's-
it,
might
it
or
can't
might
be
not
illegal.
be illegal.
Well, it's obviously not. It's not for everyone. That's the whole point. And like all this stuff isn't illegal. Like adding
Well,
aero to your car, making it faster. None of that's illegal. The Cadillac converter is the only thing that could be seen as illegal, and that doesn't have to be done. Obviously, that's just an option to make
You
your
can
car
find a way
louder.
around.
Yeah. Well,
You
if
could just
someone
not
walks
do
in
it
and is
either.
like, "Hey,
you could
I
just
want
not
my,"
have it.
well, if someone walks in and they're like, "Hey, I want my windshield, my windows, just complete blackness. I don't want
Pitch
anyone
black.
seeing me."
I'm not gonna say yes to that. That's stupid. Like I'm not like gonna just do stupid things against the law. It's all like all the.
I want you to put
doing
a
all
gun
legal
on my
stuff.
car.
Yeah, like I'm not just like accepting any request.
I want
You
a
can't say
fully
no.
fledged tank out of this vehicle, please. I want it by Tuesday.
Can you make my car look like a police car?
You make my car look like a battle bus.
I won't do that. I'll put LED strips on it, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
a police car.
Yeah. I think it's a cool idea, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be
thank
great,
you.
son.
Just need a lawyer, and you're good.
Lawyer.
Be like
Maybe
Saul
go
Goodman.
underground with the rest of your colleagues.
Oh my goodness.
Got a black market grind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got this business idea where we kind of like take someone's organs and we sell them to people who need them.
Yeah.
Is this your
It's
resolution?
legal. It's legal in Tennessee, so we can
Oh,
we can
we're good.
work something out.
I do like your resolution about deciding what path to take. I think something that requires a lot of consideration. This was valuable discussion. I'm speaking like I don't know how to speak English. This was valuable discussion. Thank you very much. Does anyone else have a resolution?
Yes, of
Alright.
course.
Yeah. I'm gonna remove
Uh,
my catalytic converter right now.
Oh, and a gun on your car.
Yes. Turret
Put
on
gun
top.
on car. Yeah.
Todd, do you want to
feel
go
like-
first, or do you want me to take the mantle here?
You can go, buddy, old pal.
Alrighty. Yeah, but all right,
Good old
buddy.
buddy-o.
So basically, I've got a select few interests that I'm passionate about.
Money, weed, women.
the
Among other
W
things.
gang.
Among other things.
Among other
Well,
And
What else
my
do
goal,
you need, bro?
money.
yeah,
Money.
come on.
That money.
my goal is to put more effort into those and actualize my creative capacities
Dang.
to what I need to, or what I envision in my head. Like I'm pretty bad about really putting my mind to something, but and actually doing it. You know, kind of like procrastinating a lot. I have a bunch of ideas. Like I do poetry and music, but I want to get more creative and more, productive, rather, with my ideas. Actually put something out into the world artistically and express myself in a way that is tangible, right? So, and I've been better about that over the past few months, working on projects and all that stuff as far as like music and writing goes. But this next year is really my like grind set year. I'm really taking my take taking my skills and really applying myself there.
Yes, sir. He's getting on the Grussel.
How
Yeah,
do you
Russell.
next year's
how do you
Grussel, man.
plan to publish stuff?
I don't plan to necessarily publish it. I guess, rather grow a following more on social media around it to start.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I guess here's a rephrasing. Do you plan on publishing anything?
if I could get the opportunity to figure that out, I will. But I'm focusing more. I'm not necessarily trying to get it to the masses. I'm trying to build my catalog of works and just actually work on the projects rather than not work on them.
Or like
It's
self
not a
fulfillment.
Yeah, it's more about that than anything. Like if I can get it published and I can get people to see it, I'm also going to be working on that, right? I've with social media, it's easy to start working on that, and I'll be going into college. I can find a community of people that work on things of similar caliber. So that's kind of the idea. I just really want to pump out, not necessarily pump out because I want it to be like well thought out, but get my ideas onto paper.
Yeah, having a portfolio of all kinds of things that you've like made in the past is gonna be valuable, like no matter where you are in life. And just
Oh,
down
yeah.
the line is just gonna be helpful. So I think that's cool that you're trying to like publish things. And yeah, definitely quality over quantity is the way to go.
Yeah, I want to get like I'm working more on like lyric writing and music stuff as far as like the publishing side, but I'm also working on maybe a poetry book or something, some kind of following around
Okay.
my
Your
poetry.
poetry's solid.
Yeah, I've gotten good feedback from it, so I'm happy with it.
Give us a poem, good man.
Read it right now.
Give
Yes.
us I'm not doing a poem reading. We can have a topic of poem reading some other time. Man. I have to pull it up. I don't have it pulled up right now.
Okay.
But I can send some later. Maybe we can do like an extras episode where I read out my poetry.
Yeah.
It was a cold summer breeze.
Yeah,
She's sucking on D's.
Oh dang. Now that's the hot
Got
content I've been
him.
waiting for.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
I think honestly, your resolution is probably kind of similar to mine, a little bit. But I think you are going in the right direction right now towards the end of the year. So I imagine that
Right, yeah.
going into college, I feel like you're going to be pretty successful in doing that more.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess I could do my resolution since it's sort of related. Because, I made a recent discovery
Oh.
that time
you're gay.
passes. Hey, man.
Sorry.
I made a recent discovery that, dude, I'm sorry.
I ruined it.
Time passes
Oh, it does.
No way.
faster than
You're
one would
so right,
assume.
man.
Dude, senioritis hitting. It's hidden.
So, and
You know
I'm,
how it feels.
I'm a musician, right? I play jazz music. And I'm realizing that if I ever want to pursue this career, I need to start composing like right now. And I keep procrastinating this. So next year I need to force myself to just write music. So that's kind of like my minor material resolution. Because I just like have continuously procrastinated like actually like writing down my ideas. So it's basically in line with what Wes was thinking. And I'm not sure how to achieve that other than to just like start actually putting down my ideas rather than just thinking of them and moving on.
Yeah. Now hear me out, man. What if we did it together and I could I can do some vocals for you or something over top
Yeah.
and help you creatively, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Strike that
that's
thing
really
over
where I'm going
everything,
with it. This is like working with other people is a good way to get inspired.
Yeah. You're right. But
It really
other,
is.
I don't
Other-
think he agrees. I don't think-
no,
I feel
I
like
agree.
he doesn't want you with him. If I'm being
I
honest.
Yeah.
No,
I think no. I'm saying I think that's true, but I'm saying I don't think everything I write is going to work with
No,
vocals
obviously.
over it. Okay,
I
that's just-
agree.
but
I'm just saying.
I do
I don't know.
appreciate.
Have you heard
that.
Wes's voice? I think it kind of matches everything.
Yeah,
What a poetic voice, I must say.
Honest.
Yeah, you love
That
that.
man on the
The
beat
rhythms
Oh.
just go right off the lips, man.
when's the hit single coming out?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Let's go.
The stanzas.
yes, sir.
that was it.
that was it.
That was it. That was it right there. It was beautiful.
I'll just
Live
cut that out of the
performance.
podcast and post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
Make a
other
short
than
of that.
other than that, I don't know. I guess I told myself this year I was gonna read 13 books. I didn't.
Wow.
Why
So
13?
I've never
Baker's
read one
dozen.
book.
What?
it's just like a challenge I found that I thought was a good way to stay motivated to read books. You write down 12 books you want to read, and then you save a 13th for last
Oh,
that you've been holding off for like has piqued your interest that you're looking forward to.
that's pretty cool.
So I'm gonna do that this year because I started that in the middle of this year. I'm gonna do it next year, and I'm gonna try and actually follow through.
I
So-
hate reading books.
Nice, man.
Because you can't do it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm terrible at
It's
reading.
like what am
and
I?
writing.
What am I looking at? I
No, like yeah, like
I don't
honestly, when I
understand these
read, I
symbols.
don't,
Hey, if
I
you
skip
ever-
signs
listen.
and it's painful, or not signs. I
Books-
skip like sentences and I fill in words
Wow.
that aren't there.
I do that sometimes.
Books
What?
I
are
think
just
if
the
you can't
alphabet
read
in
very
brain.
well, it
Yeah.
would make reading harder and not as fun.
Wow, big hot take there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
Um,
just assumed that was
You just gotta
obvious.
practice. Start with
That's
the third
kinda what
grade
my-
books and go from there.
I was trying to say.
you might have like dyslexia or something, man. Some mutated form of it. You know?
I don't know. You think?
Bro, he just said stupid.
There's like
I
some
might
other.
be wrong. I don't know.
It's not dyslexia. It's like there. I know what you're. There's actually like a term. I can't remember what it's called. Psychopathy.
I see people in the text.
He's reading.
I
it, He's like, I
I-
hear voices. Like, where are these coming from?
I
the
I
forces.
see somebody in that book.
They're in the bikes.
The words have
becoming
It's
a
eyes.
okay,
monster.
buddy. It's a picture book. It's fine.
They form into figures and start dancing.
Yeah,
And then
because
they
I've
mean
never read a
things
full book because of
constellations.
that.
Never read a full. That's no. I don't believe you.
Never.
I don't believe you.
Unless you
read
count,
a full
unless you
book.
count like a picture book or like a comic, I guess.
What?
I've never read.
I
a
think
book
you
that's
start with
just
graphic
words.
novels.
Really?
I
A,
think
bo-
you need
a
to start
book
with
that's
graphic
just
novels.
words. Never
Yeah.
read a full one.
Dang, bro.
That's nice,
Bro,
man.
didn't
That's
read it
crazy.
in school.
Graphic novel.
No,
I got a
didn't read it in
suggestion
school.
for
Bro, he
you.
dropped.
Tennessee.
Well, before
Well, for,
he
like, the year-
dropped, he
for the
didn't
years
drop
I
in
had to-
kindergarten.
Well, for
Yeah,
like
but
the
middle
years I
school,
had
I
to
never
do
read
like
a
book
book for middle
reports.
school.
Really?
For the years I had to do book reports, all I
No.
did was read the back of the book, and that gave me all the summary I needed. For
Yeah.
five
Bro,
paragraphs.
we were like reading To Kill a
Just
Mockingbird,
paragraphs.
and 12 Years
I
a
did-
Slave, and all that
I
stuff.
did
in
that
middle
too.
school.
Yeah,
I did-
no.
I did those
Wait,
in
I
high
think
school.
I
Actually.
only read The Giver, and that's it.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
that in
we read
middle school.
too.
I'm gonna remember. Yeah.
I did To Kill a Mockingbird and some other one in high school, and I forgot what I did. Oh no, I kept pushing it off because like our English teacher was like didn't want you to like use any word that could come across as an insult to somebody.
Hmm.
And so it was, and when you're reading a book To Kill a Mockingbird, it's like you have it's not like you can't be like, and this guy, like you have to like
Oh,
when you
they try to be objective and
yeah, it
Okay.
was very like weird, and so she would keep coming to me and be like, "Hey, you probably shouldn't say this," and so I would like erase it and think of a different phrase, and she's like,
just-
and
you
I'm
just
not,
wrote, like, you
I'm not,
fucking
no,
whore. You're
no,
fucking-
I made
that's what I'm trying to
mad.
say. Like, I'm not being like blatantly like disrespectful or racist or something like that. It's just she just wasn't allowing me to speak English, and she did it to
Yeah.
everybody, and so I just kept at that point. I would just like. Once I kind of realized that's what she was going to do, I would just kind of keep doing it. And so I kind of like never turned that in, and she just forgot about it.
You know
All
what? That's
true.
great. I think you should read War and Peace first. That would be a good.
Yeah.
Definitely
Start
with
better
start-
than that.
Yeah, you gotta go just in the deep end immediately.
Just dive
Ulysses,
in.
War of Peace.
Yeah, just
War and
dive
Peace.
in.
I'm not-
Shakespeare
I'm
full
not reading a
catalog.
book. I'm gonna see how long of my life I can go before I read a full book.
Dude,
That is not
you'd be
a
surprised how
challenge
far
you
you
want
can
to
go.
have.
Almost
We're-
like you could
We're
do
the
your
anti-challenge.
entire life.
in.
Going strong.
Going
I
strong.
believe in you. You
I
know
feel like
what?
that's
I
like-
believe in you.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
think
my
you
New
can read
Year's
a book.
resolution
We're
is to not
promoting
pick up a book.
illiteracy.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird was
You
honestly a
physically-
very annoying book to read.
It
I'm not
was.
gonna lie.
I've never read
was.
it.
It was a terrible
Wait.
I had-
experience.
I
Th-
have
there
had.
was
I have
the-
my
I told you
freshman
about the
teacher
other
read
one
me
that was like
Beowulf.
super. I'm not gonna get into it, but like the other one I read was like it was about the same kind of concept about like racism and stuff, but it was in a time period that does not make sense. It was in like 2016, and it was like stuff that we thought was happening in like this like the 40s. Like you would think
What?
it took place in prime slavery. Yeah, I know not the 40s. I said that wrong. You would think from the things you were hearing, you would think it took place like during slavery, and then it was
Well,
like
40s would still be applicable.
2016. And you're like,
Dang,
wait,
bro.
you're like
What
what?
were you reading, man?
Yeah. What?
I think 12 Angry Men was a good book on racism, or a play that I read this year.
On racism? Wait, what?
It kind of related to like prejudice and racism.
It was? What? I didn't pick up on
12
that.
Angry Men.
Yeah. Was there like
Yeah.
there was racism? There was racism in that?
Yeah,
you
I
didn't-
thought the
you didn't
entire
read like the
discussion
final
was-
paragraph where it's like
It was
this
sort
has all
of
been about
no,
racism.
not racism, but prejudice. It was about like
Okay.
how analyzing predisposed biases and how that affects like our decision making.
Okay.
I had to read like 5 novels for this class this last semester.
Jesus.
Dang.
Just reading a novel like every 2 weeks. You had to pump that out, man. That's crazy.
I remember it was a couple of years ago in English class. We just had this giant textbook of just all kinds of like literature stories, and I think one of them was The Most Dangerous Game, which is like the most like cliche
Oh,
novel that
yeah.
people would read. But that was pretty good. That was a little overhyped, I'm gonna be honest, but it was good.
Uh-huh.
Was the game dangerous? What's the
was
review?
Dangerous
Not very
Game's pretty
dangerous. I mean, yeah,
I
he
do
was
like the
fighting for his life,
concept.
but like definitely more dangerous games out there. Like, come on, guy, like this
Yeah.
dude's
Fortnite, Among Us.
just
Fortnite.
just shoot him, bro.
Just to name a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like another one like Poison or something like in India. Yeah, I don't know. There were some weird ones.
India
Welcome
was
to the
one of the
literary
games.
podcast.
No, it was called
Well,
Poison.
yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
like in India.
I've read a
Oh.
lot of books recently, or the past 5 years. Big uptick there.
Dang.
Nice.
Mine's gone down if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mine has
I
a
actually
little
have them
bit
all
too, but
here.
it's coming back up.
Here,
We're on the up.
I'm gonna name all the books I've read.
Oh, great. It's a
Um,
great segment.
Get the timer.
No,
going.
this is the
Great
literary
segment.
podcast now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The host says it's okay.
Let's go.
Night Giver, Hotel on the Corner, Bitter and Sweet, The Great
Never heard of these.
Gatsby,
Okay.
It just starts getting really gay.
The Watson, The Absolute
just
True
like-
Diary of a Part-Time Indian,
Casual flex, but okay.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Milkweed. Yeah, it's a
plant.
book. It was based. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get on the
Yeah, I
get
knew
the
that.
program, man.
Get on the
Jeez.
program. And
Stupid
a lot more.
freaking-
But that's my highlights. Well, they also got Lord of the Flies, Of Mice and Men, Fahrenheit 456,
Oh, of mice.
Eight,
and men.
1984.
Do you not like it?
Oh, no,
never
no,
read it.
I just remembered it. We read it last year. It was good. It
Yeah.
was kind of sad, to be honest.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
One of my friends,
I don't like
one of my
Fahrenheit 451.
friends summed it up in the most he didn't give a crap about any of your feelings. He said, "Is that the book where they cap the dumb guy?" And that's like,
Oh my
that's how he
gosh.
described
That's
it.
a terrible analysis.
That's like that's literally that in one sentence.
Wow.
He just that's how he described the book. I was
Wow.
like, dang.
Literally master, bro.
He's not wrong.
Clearly, he understands it.
Yeah, he's
He
not
got
wrong.
He got
It's
the
just-
moral. He got the lesson.
The
at
moral
end
of
it.
That's what
That's
Steinbeck
You got
was
the
going
objective plot of the book.
Yeah, Steinbeck. What was I gonna say? Have you guys ever seen? It might be a book, but it was also like this really bad film adaptation. It was like the title had to do something with a raisin. It was like a raisin in the sun.
Oh,
That's what it
Yes,
was.
this is a
My
classic
gosh.
American play.
Oh, it was a play. Okay,
Yeah.
we in English class, like towards the end of the year, we had to watch A Raisin in the Sun, which this film was like made in like it was like a play film
So
kind of thing. It was like in the 80s or something or 70s, but
Mm.
it's about this family in this apartment, and my gosh, this thing was like 3 hours long, and so we had to
Jesus.
watch it over
plays
so
are
many.
so long, dude.
We had to watch it over so many school days, and it was the most boring thing I've ever witnessed.
I
Because
need to read
there
it.
was one set piece. It was in the exact same place the entire 3 hours. This gosh darn apartment
Yikes.
with this family.
Yikes.
And there's like 10 family members. They're all screaming at each other the entire time.
Yeah.
You can't understand a single thing they're saying because it's like in Chicago and they got slang, bro. and they're just,
Gunshots
like-
everywhere.
yeah, they're
I
just
need to
like
read this
screaming at
because
each other. It's
Gang
it
This
was
is a
violence going on
considered a
outside.
classic. This is like, you know, this is like staple American literature. So I don't know. I gotta check it out.
yeah, like,
Which means it's gonna be boring.
Yeah,
and
it
the
sounds like a
entire
staple
story
piece.
was
It's a little newer.
god awful. Like it was not fulfilling. It was not satisfying. Like because the whole plot was like this family inherited their dead grandpa's money, and they're like, oh, what are we gonna spend it on? And everyone's wanting to spend it on different things, and the dad's gonna like buy his own business and like make a living for himself and provide for his family. And like it was just all build up to the very end when I think they just like I don't know if they bought a house with the money and like nobody
So-
wanted it, or they just like
What?
wasted some money away and the dad
Like a
was
tragedy.
upset. It was just it was so
Kind of
bad.
like that.
So the whole movie builds up to your grandpa's dead, we're rich.
Yeah, and there was some racism in there, so you gotta get that in there. But but I don't know, it was just
It was
was
written
such-
by a black person in like the 20s. So.
yeah, it was such a bad experience. I had a lot of bad
Oh.
experiences with stories in school.
Yeah.
Most school curriculum books aren't that interesting. The best books I've read have always been
No,
outside.
but your English teacher hypes it up like it's the
That
greatest
yeah,
thing.
that's no,
Yeah.
that's on you. My English teachers have absolute bangers of books, like stuff you wouldn't
No.
normally read.
All my
Yeah,
English
I've
teachers
had
have
good
been,
experience
like,
there.
super like hippie and very like everybody must be happy or I'm mad type of thing. I don't
Really?
know.
Yeah,
like
like-
my high school history teacher was like an actual like a hippie lady. She was like every
That's
like
funny.
she was in probably all of the clubs that had to do with that kind with just like she was in sign language clubs. She was in like all of like the different like gay, bi, or like the different clubs that had to go on
The
with those.
gay
'cause
club? What-
There's a
there
gay
a
club.
gay club? What?
There was a gay club at my school.
Bro.
That's
There
fire.
was all the different
Sign me up.
categories you want to put yourself in. There was a club for that, and she was the head of all of them.
Dang.
And
Is there a
sign language
straight club?
club and like no, it was a straight club. That'd be
Straight
weird.
Dang.
Honestly, that would be a banging club, bro. Let's be honest here. If there
It
was a
would,
club
bro.
that was just for straight people, that
It'd be
How
so
is that,
fun.
wait, how is that
and
bang?
that's like no disrespect, obviously, like no disrespect in any way. That would just be
But
like
the
the
straight
whole-
club though.
I feel like the narrative behind
club
that
sounds
would
kinda
be
gay.
hilarious because you get in there and they're
Gay
like,
club
normal.
sounds gay.
all
bro.
right,
Regular
we're all,
dudes.
we're all straight.
We're all straight.
We're all straight.
Hopefully
Let's
we won't
party.
have sex.
No, hey,
Yeah,
this
let's
is
see
a
how long
school
we can
club,
sit here
bro. Why
without
are you
having
thinking
sex.
that? Why are you thinking that?
Let's see how long we can
Going
sit here
crazy, man.
without touching each other.
It's
Oh,
like
what
in
a challenge.
physics
Yeah, it's like
experiments.
one guy puts his hand under the guy's leg. He's like, go next door to the gay club. Come on, get out of here."
Yes, you're
What are you doing?
banished.
Wrong-
Next door.
wrong
Like
room,
Among
man.
Us?
What are you doing? One of the gay guys comes into the straight club. He's like, oh, what? You changed your mind. So
Dang.
the whole school system is just now ran and divided by the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an
Uh,
awesome New Year's resolution, Joseph. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
My resolution is to join the gay club. I think.
That's a good goal. I want to see if I can infiltrate the gay club.
All right.
Just to see
What
what
about Ty? We haven't
what
asked
their big
Ty
tie
his
is.
Yeah, I
resolution.
think
Yeah.
it's about
Well,
time.
We
Tyrese.
we
for
went
me
on a
to
literary
reveal-
podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's time for the immaculate reveal that I'm about to bestow upon you. I definitely
Need a
looked up
drum
all those
roll?
words. No, please don't. All right,
Bro's
so
got the thesaurus out.
basically, I'm similar to everyone else. No, so
Awesome. Love that.
We like to hear.
my
to get
New
wild.
Year's my New Year's resolution. It's it's got aspects of what the different people have said, but mainly like with procrastination is something that I struggle with a lot of times. Like school, it's not so bad. Like for some reason, like school, I'm kind of on top of. But with a lot of other things, just like in my life, like whether it's chores or things like that, I tend to procrastinate a little more than I should, and I really want to start working on that and do that less. But another big thing, like with chores and things, is just being very forgetful about things that I definitely should do. Like if my parents tell me to do something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, and then I immediately forget what it is, and then I never do
Bro,
it.
I'm the same way. Oh my god.
I literally
We are
need
the
to
same.
like I'm glad. I need to like get a notebook. I need to if my parents ever like come down and talk to me, I'm like, oh, hold on. I need to grab my
Yeah.
notebook, get out my pen, just start writing
Yeah,
down
I
every
get
word they
I get
say.
distracted
Yeah, because
a
a
lot.
a
I'm
lot of
thinking
times
about
I'm
like three things at once.
yeah, literally. A lot of times I'm like in the middle of something, so I'm like half paying
Yeah.
attention, and like
Mhm.
sometimes it's kind of important when I should remember like a certain time of when they're leaving or something. So
Yes.
next year I need to do something to make sure I remember these things. Like I think there's a whiteboard that I can write down on. So I mean it's
Yeah.
not like this incredibly hard like resolution that I need to work on, but I mean who knows, it
Yeah.
might be a process, but
I'm glad you said that though, because that's now I'm adding that to my list because
your portfolio.
that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a forgetful person in general with
Hmm.
different things. I don't get why it's different for just like it depends on if I'm like really interested in the thing, like if I'm invested into it and like I've been looking forward to it for a while, like aspects of it I remember like very well, and I remember like such minute details about it. But if it's something that I'm not really into and I don't really care about that much, like I forget completely about it. Like
Mm.
That's fair.
like if you tell me about about your day and like I'm just not paying
It's
attention,
boring.
I'm just
Sucks.
yeah. If I'm just not in the mood, like I completely forget, and then like 10 minutes later I'll be like, so what'd you do today? And you're like, bro, I just told you. I'm like, oh, my bad. Like,
Ooh.
Whoopsie.
Sorry, it was so boring. I forgot. I
Yeah.
didn't. I don't
Can you
care
tell
anymore.
me again so I can forget?
Yeah,
Literally.
I want to forget twice.
Yeah.
You know, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I want to be better about making mental notes about things that people have told me, and really
I
get
want to
on
make my
things.
brain care more.
Yes, and yeah, that's what it's got to be. I really gotta just either like associate it with something else, or I gotta find
I've
a
got a
reason to
really good
care.
idea.
You know, what?
I've got a really good idea for this. So every time someone tells you to do something, run up to your room, and then like jack off really hard, and then you'll remember. Like
Wait,
to
yeah.
associate it with that.
Actually, you
Like
don't even have to. That's you can stop there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
I'm so lost.
Hey,
Yeah, just do that and then like just forget it after you do that. That way you'll feel better about it.
I'm gonna
then
need
fall
you to go
asleep after.
vacuum later today. Sprints away, goes to my room,
1 second, Mom.
slams the door.
the vacuum to help you out. You know,
Screaming.
like, that way you'll remember. Like, oh, I'd use the vacuum to jack to jack myself off earlier.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
You need to
you put
chill
the little
out.
suction on.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Right,
That's
so
what I'll do.
maybe don't listen to Wes.
I feel like he's right and true in base.
It would work. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I think Wes uses this method.
Never touching our vacuum cleaner again.
Yeah, I
You
know if
don't- you don't
I
want
can-
to, man.
Yeah. So,
Not that you ever touch it anyway, you lazy guy.
dang. Really calling
It's
him
worse
out.
than
You let him
whatever.
call you a guy like that?
You lazy
Oh.
guy.
Yeah.
Guy.
Whoa.
We can't just
That's
be
a
throwing that
slur.
word around.
It's a slur on this
Stupid
podcast, bro.
Oh,
Dang.
lazy guest.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh,
Oh,
Huh?
You take
he
it?
is the host. Keep
yeah, you're
in
fighting the
mind.
wrong man.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I need to be a less forgetful person. somehow. Is there any
True.
way to like increase size
I
of your
agree.
hippocampus? Just make it like bulgier kind of
Sorry,
thing.
I don't know,
Go to
man.
the
'cause
library.
Honestly, I struggle with that
Oh,
kind of
that's how you
too.
do it.
Hippo what?
See, this is the guy that
Oh,
reads
no.
picture
It's
books.
like a part of your brain.
This is the guy that doesn't read books.
Yeah, should I read
What
more
exactly
books?
is
Is
that in
I
your
should have
brain?
learned about the hippocampus and the mockingbird.
It's
I'm
in
so
the back.
sorry. Please explain.
It's like underneath your brain halves
Yes.
in the back.
That's cool. What does it do?
It's a part of your
It
it's a part of your
remembers,
brain
bro.
that stores memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you'll always remember a
The
hippo
neurons
Oh,
of
hippocampus.
just
memory
the
go
memory
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the neurons disperse throughout your brain from that area for memory.
My semen dispersed throughout your mother.
Okay.
I'm trying to be
Think-
scientific. Then you just land with that.
Well, I think the amygdala is also part of memory. There's like different part. There's a couple
The
different
thing
parts.
from Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Blum,
but that's
blum, got that.
yeah. So different parts of your brain that house memory, but that's like
Yeah.
the main composition center of.
Yeah. What's your opinion on
Sick.
the brain composition, Joseph?
No, I don't know anything about my brain, man. I knew there
You
was a
said- you said
brain.
that's
he's
why.
about to implode into a black hole. He's thinking about
Oh,
himself.
Wait,
His
I
brain's
have
a
a
raisin in the
brain?
sun.
Thinking for too long.
You're gonna give me a headache.
Great.
Bully Joseph Part 2.
Yeah, I was
Go,
gonna
go,
say.
go. We're bringing it back.
I was
Bringing
gonna
it
say,
back.
I was like, well, now we're
How's that finance situation?
bullying.
Classic
How's the
episode.
finance
Big
situation going,
intelligence
buddy?
level.
Yeah. Are you
From my life to my level of intelligence. Let's keep it
Oh.
rolling, boys.
Gotta cover all
you would have
bases.
been really good in the 1800s when people didn't know how to read to.
Yeah, there's a
Get
movie
far in
about
life,
that, where, like
so-
the stupidest man
Yeah.
on earth, like
Wait,
gets
what?
put in like a time.
Are you
like,
the
he
dummy
gets
that gets
frozen
capped?
over? He gets no, there was a movie about like it's like the stupidest guy on earth gets like I don't know what happened, but he gets like frozen in time somehow, and like while he's like frozen, I guess in something, humanity basically falls apart, and like they kind of restart, but everybody's super stupid and just kind of gun ho and wild. And when he comes back, he was the
Those are
stupidest,
apes.
the most stupid, whatever, and now he's the smartest, and everybody is like worshiping him.
It's all about relativity, man.
Nice.
So you guys laugh now. So-
You guys are laughing now.
Watch me reset
Yeah, watch
humanity.
you-
You're
it's
laughing
the
now.
next
Watch me reset
Einstein.
humanity real quick.
Just wait till I freeze myself in ice and
yeah,
go
wait
back
till I
in
pull
time.
Captain
'Cause
America.
that's how
real
that
quick.
works.
No,
The
no,
next
and,
Einstein
like,
won't know
time
how to
on,
read.
Like, next Einstein won't.
Yeah,
Einstein hasn't won a single Kahoot, guys, and Joseph
That's
probably has a
deep.
few under his belt.
that
I get
is true.
I do a few cahoots under my belt. I will.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get
I-
like,
He has
candy for
none,
winning?
so
No, cause no.
Oh, El Bozo.
I want you to
No.
know I win
My-
almost every Kahoot I play.
Oh my!
Oh,
I'm
you're
so-
that guy.
Never mind. Let me step
you're
down real
that
quick.
guy. You're that guy.
I know. When I saw people like you winning too much, I botted your Kahoot games.
I stopped reading.
You know, speaking of Kahoot games and being that guy, there is this guy. We call him Kahoot Guy. We really don't, but he's just the Kahoot guy.
I was gonna
It's
say
an-
that sucks if he's called Kahoot guy. Poor
Yeah,
man.
that's yikes.
Nah,
That's
um,
yikes.
but yeah, he's in my class, and bro, he is all about that Kahoot business, bro. He be on that Kahoot grind. Like,
Does he know how to get the AIs on there?
He does.
The bots?
There's AIs. What?
You can bot them. You
The
can like
bots,
get like
yeah.
50,000 bots in there.
Dang. But yeah, he's always getting down to that Kahoot music. Always having a real good time.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
The Kahoot music is a banger.
Yeah.
And you gotta name yourself like like your teacher's like husband's name. Like that's like the
Oh
only
yeah, of
option.
course.
Or like somebody.
Yeah.
different. Either you gotta be that or just some stupid name.
Mhm.
If you use your real name, you're whack.
This is true.
I bet he
Kahoot's-
was the kid though that used his real name. Let's be honest here.
No.
It was his
Whenever
full
we
name.
do Kahoot, it's always like
Garfield.
it's always
Full
like
name,
randomly
first and middle and
generated
last name.
ones. It's always like Wise Owl or something.
Wise
Yeah, they
Owl.
make it
Oh,
so
you got
Llama.
the generator?
Yeah, the name generator.
No,
They
like,
can't
my
You
class
got
has
custom.
nicknames
privileges.
always.
Yeah, I remember with Kahoot, I was in my freshman biology class, and we split up into groups for like group Kahoot or whatever, and we had to make like a group name, and we made ours Mike Hawk, because like why wouldn't
Nice.
you?
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
our biology teacher looked
Oh,
up at
fun.
the screen and he's like, who's that? and no one said a word. And he's like,
Nobody
all right,
speaks.
Name your next
go.
group
We'll just
Giant
go.
Penis.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually went on with it.
Yeah, he didn't care. He just, but bro, those couple
Yeah,
seconds where
no.
he was like looking around the room, like we didn't know if he was about to like scream at us or what he was about to do, but he didn't care.
That's like when they
Who
ask
put my
who
cock
was
on
that. Who put my
Who
cock-
put my cock on there?
Who's my
Where'd
cock?
my cock come
Why is
from?
there my cock?
Why is my cock on
What's
screen?
Why
going
is my
on?
cock on the board?
What's
of
it
these
doing up
children.
there?
About that. What's
Yeah,
there?
somebody get my cock down.
Yeah.
My
Nice.
cock wins.
Most Fortnite wins.
Yeah. How
This is what you
hoot
want to
wins
see.
do you
Whips it
have?
out in front of the class.
Oh my gosh. Well, it
I
is
guess.
biology class, so I guess that's reasonable. to
Yeah.
understand.
Observe this perfect
Hey
My own
specimen.
thoughts
kids,
are-
today we're gonna learn about.
Yeah, in that same biology class, the teacher one day he was like, "Hey, I got something to show you guys."
Oh my! I knew it was going here.
So he
I got something to show
walked-
y'all.
He walked
Come
to
in
the
the
back
shed.
of the room.
Oh my god!
And he opened up like a door to like the small little room adjacent
Oh
to the
my
main
God.
classroom, and he brought out this bucket.
Oh no!
no.
It's like a 5-gallon bucket, clearly like
Holy
heavy
cow.
with something inside. He
White
walks over
substance.
and he sets the bucket on this girl's desk in my class. And then he's like looking around all
Base
mischievous,
boost
like,
right here.
and he pulls the lid off the bucket and then reaches down and he grabs the tail of this dead rat out
Bro,
of the
what?
bucket. And the bucket's got like this liquid in it that's like preserving it or whatever. He's looking around and we're all like, ugh, and like
Is
all,
this biology, or did you just want to show a dead rat?
I don't know. It's just
Just what a dead rat looks
that's
like.
that's how he was feeling that day.
Red rat. Do you want to be like this?
But I'm watching as he's like holding this rat above this bucket full of liquid on this girl's desk. I'm like, bro, if that rat snaps off from its tail and splashes in that water, bro, and splashes all over, that
That's
would
a
be
rat.
terrible. Luckily, it
rat.
didn't
That'd be
happen.
hilarious.
but-
Oh, that would be so unfortunate.
Comes to
dude.
life.
No.
yeah, we didn't know if it was alive or dead at first. We're like, yo, it's a rat.
It's a rat.
That's awesome.
Fun biology
That's a
class,
rat.
let me tell you.
I like biology.
It's a good
Hated
time.
biology.
I like chemistry more.
I never.
You're
got
Oh yeah, I'm
insane.
more biology than chemistry. Yeah, chemistry's dumb and stupid, and I'll stand by that.
Chemistry is cool and awesome.
Chemistry's
No,
all
it's
fake.
not.
Like Steve Harvey.
What?
So that's what we call
What is
him.
fun about
Physics is better.
chemistry?
Okay, now
That's
you're the
false.
weird
What's
guy.
fun about biology?
Yeah.
Though? I'm honestly curious. I don't know what's fun about biology.
It's better
The
than
cells.
chemistry. That's why.
Well,
No, I think
I
That's
this
guess
is
so.
what.
neither are fun.
If you ask me what's fun about biology, I think I have a better answer for
I
chemistry.
like learning
think I
about
like chemistry more.
genetics, the buildup of bodies. I like how the whole operating system of our immune system works.
I think
all
like the
explored
nice
that.
So cool.
bases and stuff was kind of cool.
Chemistry is just a lot
Okay.
of math. Math.
Yeah,
Math.
kind of cool.
It's just math.
Yeah.
It's just math, and then more
It's
math.
terrible.
I've learned nothing in chemistry.
Math is the worst.
That
subject.
can't be true.
Because it was
I think
math.
math's-
It was all
no,
math
no,
ideals.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Physics is
How-
way better than chemistry.
really.
It was so much easier.
What?
Well,
Dang,
I wouldn't
Really?
say so much. It was slightly easier.
Really?
I had the same
Yeah.
teacher for both classes, and it was like the hardest teacher at the school. And I took physics junior year and then chemistry no, I took physics sophomore year and then chemistry junior year. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, you took
but-
physics sophomore year.
I did. But yeah, they were both incredibly hard, but physics was just a little better because I didn't have to freaking do the electron things with the elements. That was the worst part.
Don't
Wait,
get me
electron
started.
configuration?
Don't get me started.
Yeah, and
hate
like
that.
knowing how they bond with each other and stuff. I know this is like
No,
for
that-
Joseph,
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Mm.
but like
Yeah,
I
was
think
gonna
the
say, that
hardest
sounds
part
painful.
about my semester so far has been the polar and covalent bonds.
oh my gosh, they're terrible.
The electron configuration, not too bad, but that was like the hardest part to memorize for me.
I never want to go back.
I hated
I like,
defining asses
balancing
and
equations.
bases and combining them.
Mm.
Dude, I cannot balance the equation for my life. It takes me like
I think that's
15
my
minutes to
favorite
do the
part.
simplest one
You're
because
insane,
I'm
Evan.
dumb
It's
and
like
I
a
don't
crossword
think.
puzzle.
Balancing
You're
equations
insane,
is
Yeah,
Evan.
I don't
honestly
like
really
puzzles.
easy.
I don't like puzzles.
Yeah,
Balancing
it's
equations, I don't like it. Hate it.
Everyone dogged on it on how bad it was, and then I got to it, and I'm like, dang, this is like the easiest
that.
thing we've done all
Yeah,
year.
Wes
Well,
was
it's
like
not hard. I
making it
just
sound
hate
like
it.
it was
I
the
just don't want to
devil,
do
Yeah,
it.
it's not
and I was like,
hard.
dang,
Yeah,
this
I
is
just
the easiest
no.
unit so far.
Yeah,
Just like it's.
but yeah,
You
asses
set
and
that
bases
in
And then
were
brain.
like
the worst.
you get all three numbers and the fourth one doesn't match up, so you got to rethink your entire process.
I thought stoichiometry was hard.
Oh my
That's hard.
gosh, don't even
I
say
was
that word,
I
bro.
refined stoic, bro. I refined stoic. That was what I was good at.
Stoic Max, bro. You stoic
Yeah,
Max?
I'm a stoic
I've
master.
been-
I
I've been
Named
refined
grinding
it
that.
stoic, so he must have it
I've been
figured out.
grinding stoichiometry. I've gotten a lot better, but when I started, it was miserable. But we've come back.
Yeah, because do you
You
guys use
min-max
like
that,
where it's
bro.
like you set up fractions right next to each other?
Yeah, you can like
Yeah,
get it
okay.
down.
That's how I do it. Yeah.
I spent
Fair
every
enough.
ounce of brain power in school not doing any of that stuff and learning binary.
Good
'Cause
man.
Whoa.
that's what I need to be doing.
I'm just too lazy to learn it because I don't want to.
It's super.
Yeah, me
easy.
too.
It's the easiest thing ever.
Same
If
with
actually-
freaking.
I think if Joseph can do it, I
whatever
can.
it
That's
is,
exactly.
the
If I can do
modular
it, literally
division.
the 4-year-old can do it.
Oh,
Modular division, I do not understand, and I do not
I
want
was
to understand.
I was actually pretty
Yeah.
decent at division, but I couldn't I can't
Yes.
I have a
long,
terrible
You did
simple
long
long
division.
division. I'm
Easy.
sure.
well
yeah.
because
I got that
for
down.
some reason I could remember like a lot of like random like I'd see a lot of the same questions pop up and I would just figure out the answer and then just
Mhm.
sometimes I could just remember them. So if I would just when I got a test like that or
Dude,
like Joe get
That's
those
the
like
best.
you got like 50 like math questions like simple math questions
Hmm.
and then you just had to like answer them in like a minute. I would usually get over half of them done just off of like some of the ones I remembered, but then like other for like anything else for like word like problems like problem solving, where you have to like do like 30 steps. Nah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Can't remember any of that because that's all. It's just like I can't remember what the next step is, and I could be taught it 30 times and not remember. But
Yeah, my
I
Like,
can
computer,
remember random multiplication and divisions.
my computer science teacher is adamant, and she's so upset with our education system about teaching us long division first instead of modular division. Like she's so upset whenever she brings it up. She's like,
What is
"Ah."
modular division?
It's like
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like 12% sign 4, and I don't understand it myself, and I'm gonna try and explain it the best, but it's definitely wrong. It's like division. Like how many times does 4 go into 12? But
For sure.
like you know how long division has a remainder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like so if 5 went into 12, you'd have a remainder of 2.
Mhm.
Right.
Modular division, there is no remainder. Somehow, it like it.
They made
It,
that
it
up,
incorporates
100%.
the remainder into it somehow. That's the part I don't understand, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Refusal.
I guess that
Absolutely
makes
will
sense.
not.
Why like it's more streamlined process than having to factor in the remainder
Well, it probably
manually.
makes more sense for computer science, right?
I-
Like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if
Yeah,
12
remainder's not
mod
convenient.
5 is 2. Oh, it is 2. Okay, maybe it's just how many times 5 goes into 12. Maybe that's just how it is. If that is what
Yeah,
it is, I'm
maybe.
gonna be really
Yeah.
upset.
It's like
Yeah, it's like is it like a
I
decimal?
have no clue. Yeah.
Okay, no,
Is that what they're
because
looking for?
13 mod 5 is 3, and 5
Huh?
does not go into 13 3 times. So I don't know. This is why I hate modular division.
Yeah.
And I hate
What?
computer
Yeah,
science.
Yeah,
Speaking-
that's
Speaking weird language over there, pal.
All right, back to New Year's
Crazy. Welcome to
resolutions.
the modular division podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
we went to literature, math. We're hitting science. We're hitting them all.
Yeah. Wait. So has
Yeah.
everyone given their resolutions? I honestly forget.
I believe
have.
so. Yeah.
We all
Unless
have,
unless Ev has one.
All right.
No, I
podcast
did.
is
I
over.
was about
No.
composing
Yeah, he did have one.
Yeah.
and reading.
All right, I'm gonna steal the show for a second and lead us on to our
Go ahead,
next
King.
topic, which is what are your predictions for 2023?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dang.
Not personal, just overall in the world.
Okay, Mr.
What do you
Host.
think's gonna happen?
Worldly predictions.
Yeah, I
What
said I'm
crazy
stealing
thing could
host
happen
code.
this year?
What
Yeah,
kooky
'cause,
things
like,
are gonna happen?
We said in 2020 that 2021 is going to be a lot better, and then the January 6th riot happened. So, you know,
Yep.
Well, that was
This is
the
a good
first
start.
thing that happened. There's many other things.
There's
yeah, that's the
long
first. It
list of
started
them.
off on a really bad
Yeah.
foot there.
I think this
Everyone's
year's
like
been
2022 is going to
chill.
be amazing, and then 2022 is kind of okay, but it's also
I
It was fun.
feel
sucky.
like there's going to be a world war this year because
You
That's
said it
I
every
track
year.
the news with no, like I track the news with political science and stuff, and like how many flashpoints there are in the world now. It's insane how close
Bro
we
wants
are
to be
the brink of
drafted.
war.
Kind of wish I'd been
Actually,
drafted, honestly.
here's the thing: if a
Yeah,
war,
give me
yeah,
purpose.
if a war breaks out, volunteer immediately
Bruh,
because the
for real.
draftees have a worse experience than volunteers.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
always the case.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish I was like allowed to be drafted.
If you get drafted, you're like, yeah, you're going to die.
Yep.
you didn't want to sign
Welcome
up.
to the
Guess
draft.
you're-
Sir. We want you dead. But
Yeah, so I feel like
You're
we're
the
gonna
kind
get
of
another
I-
world war.
don't believe a world war will happen. I believe probably a war will happen, but I don't think there's gonna be a world war. I don't think that's. I don't know if that seems like almost not
China-
possible.
And North Korea are ramping up their efforts to make the West mad.
Yeah, I'm saying if there's a giant war with that, it's like okay. If it gets
Oh.
to that point,
Well, what are they gonna do? They're gonna
I'm
start
saying there's
messing
gonna
around
be
over
more,
there,
like,
and then America's gonna
proxy
be
war
like,
stuff.
"All right, boys, scoot aside.
Yeah,
It's
buddy.
my
That's what I mean.
turn.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think a
step in
giant
the
war
middle
is
of
gonna
your
happen
guys'
between them.
war."
Well, yeah. The U.S. already said that if China attacks Taiwan, that's war.
Well, that
like
makes
that's
sense. I
they've
agree
said
with
that. And
like
then if North Korea attacks a democracy, us being the beacon of light we are, will probably defend South Korea.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
You're speaking of hope out
I
here.
doubt
And
we're
then
gonna leave them out
say-
there.
Also say
And our
if
guys out there.
Belarus joins the war in Ukraine, then that might be a problem too,
Against,
because
like,
it's not
with
just between two
Russia?
countries. Yeah, because
but
Belarus
they're
is like
kinda
the
gay.
last big dictatorship
NATO
in
versus
Europe,
Well,
like a
Russia.
major one.
Hungary's kind of like too, but
Well,
there's
yeah,
a lot
but
of
like
Eastern
that's
European
not
countries
as.
kind of like
But they're
dictatorships.
all like. But Belarus has the most power besides Russia, with the
Yeah,
more like
Belarus
totalitarian.
is messed up.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, like,
Belarus
if
is
they
so
join the
irrelevant, I don't
war-
even know about 'em.
Yeah.
Well, they're they're not.
they're
our
Russia's
government's not great.
homies,
Yeah.
basically.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Good
and
things are gonna
that-
happen.
That can start a world war real quick.
Yeah, I don't know about a world war next year, but there
I
might
don't
be
know.
some skirmishes.
Wars will
It's
happen.
gotta have Germany involved, and I don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing right
They're
now.
they're trying to remember
NATO,
remember
yeah.
they're trying to recover.
Hey,
still,
they're
I feel like.
remilitarizing.
They're trying to bring it back.
They're trying to run.
Yeah,
it back.
right.
Yeah, there's more
Trying to run it back.
and the fact that also fascism is increasing in America and in Europe.
Third
Like
time's
it's
Oh yeah,
It is.
Third time's the charm.
let's try this
third
again.
time's the charm, boy.
It worked so well last time.
I don't know
All
about
ships
war.
down.
Maybe I feel like stuff might increase in tension. What like I don't know.
You can't really decrease
Right.
tension in any way.
Is
so-
there any smaller scale predictions we have other than World War?
I'm gonna be
No.
president.
Will the
That's a good
Ukraine
one.
war continue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
It-
I
It's
don't,
going
think that's,
on right now.
I don't think that's ever gonna end.
It's forever. Like internal.
Russia, yeah, Russia doesn't.
Well,
Russia
I don't know
needs
if
that
Russia
not to
can
end
go
to
on
win.
forever.
Yeah, but Ukraine can't. That's why Russia's
Yeah.
like holding off. Because if they can just buckle up,
Yeah.
then
Oh,
they
they're
can win the war
they're
eventually.
being pussies, and they're just waiting.
Basically, well, Ukraine did just whip their ass several times.
Yeah. Well, don't threaten to don't do what they did. Like you, it's like you can be an army
Simply
and like
don't
be fighting,
attack.
but simply don't piss off a bunch of people. Because it's one thing when you're fighting like for a cause. It's another thing when somebody's like, "Yo, we finna steal your country, dog." Like,
Well, Putin
I
said
love-
there are a lot of Nazis there, and they need.
He did.
Stop
Yeah.
that.
For so I don't know how to
Yeah,
describe
that
it.
was his
What?
big
I
thing.
actually
Wait.
haven't
When the
heard
war
his
started.
reasoning for doing
No,
it.
he's,
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
it was because he wanted it. I
Nazis.
thought
Because there was a lot of Nazis.
I
mean,
feel
it
like
makes
this
Well,
sense
yeah,
if you
just
wanted it.
actually,
Yeah.
just recently, he actually called it a war for the first time, which was big because he was calling it a special operation.
Oh,
a,
dang.
sp- a sp-
Big
a
ol'
special
operation.
operation that
Yeah,
everybody knows
literally
about.
that was what he was calling it. He did not
That's what
use the war
We're
until
running
recently.
a special
It was a
operation in
special
Ukraine.
operation.
Let's tune in our cameras and
No.
Jake is our live leak man.
witnessing the special
Live leak.
operation
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I've been on this since day one. I've been on.
Yeah, I've been a
the
day
Ukraine
oneer
one
in
since
He's
day
been
one.
checking the mail every day,
I'm
waiting for his
basically in
papers.
Ukraine right now. I'm fighting on the front lines. I am the ghost of Kiev.
And that was me. That was me.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Ghost of
that
Kiev
was
wasn't
Joseph.
actually real. Yeah, he was. Thought he
What
was.
are
with
what are
Russian
your
mafia,
guys'
though.
like happy predictions?
wow.
Well,
Happy
I don't
Corona
think there's any
is still
happy
here.
predictions for 2020.
Happy.
Yeah.
I think Mustangs are gonna be all electric, so those dumb cars can be out of this world forever.
that's
Yeah,
not a
I
happy
agree. I
prediction.
think more electric, please.
That
I
is
beg.
I don't
the
think more.
stupidest
I don't think
thing
more electric is
humanity
necessarily a
has
good
ever
thing.
done.
I just
do
don't
you mean?
want there to be Mustangs anymore.
Electric vehicles are incredibly dumb.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. And it's
I don't think they're extremely.
and
I don't
well,
know.
if you think about it, like people are like, we gotta have electric vehicles so we stop with pollution. How do you think we get lithium for these batteries, folks?
Have you seen a lithium mine, my guy? Like,
It's
compared to
it's-
an oil
it's
derrick?
I don't think it's
insane.
the
It is-
pollution for pollution.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
well, it's
It's not
yeah.
yeah.
pollution,
There's a lot
but
of
I'm not
things.
gonna lie. I feel like it's better.
Everybody,
Exhibit
Less
It is
pollution
better.
overall.
It's
I don't think a
absolute-
lithium mine is like
we do need to
carbon-free,
decrease
but let's be
gasoline,
honest here.
like car
I-
use.
well, we also don't have. We can't like sustain that power. Like we can't sustain snow, my guy. It snowed, and like everybody was like, we
Well,
gotta
that's
turn
because
our
you
lights.
guys are
Well,
dumb.
everybody
That's your
turns their
guys'
everybody
problem.
turns their heat. Everybody turns their heat on, and to full. If everybody turns their AC on, the power goes out. Like we
Mhm.
can't sustain that. So now everybody's got 4 Teslas. They're all plugged in at the same time. It's not gonna work.
But that's civilian infrastructure, not privatized.
I do. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the exact solution to pollution, but I think in general, less car use is something to
Better.
look
Maybe, I don't
forward.
know.
Yeah, well,
The
it's just-
infrastructure
well,
we've
I
got
also-
It's just
I think-
moving the pollution to a different location.
It's all it is. Yeah.
I completely disagree that it's going to be the same exact amount of pollution, though.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I feel like
There's
that's
no way.
There's no way.
Let's say the same.
It's like, I don't.
It
get
would
yeah,
decrease
there's
it.
no way.
the amount of like I don't know. I don't think cars are the biggest polluter, but if you
Pretty-
if you literally just got rid of all the cars and converted to lithium mines, I don't think it would be the same amount.
Well, driving cars now, like there's cars now that they don't run off of gas and they don't need electric. I forget what it's called.
Willpower.
Well, there's like
no,
hybrids and
power.
stuff too. I'm
no,
not saying
it's not.
just
It's not. It's not
electric.
hybrids. It begins with an H though, but it's a thing that's starting to come up. They're new engines that basically run off of air almost. It's like air and some other type of and yeah, the Toyota's going to start
Yeah.
making them and a bunch of other stuff. I forget what it's called, but they're going to start running they're going to start running them underground, and it's going to be a real big thing where you can basically plug up anywhere more or less. It'll be like a pipe or like a little extension cord kind of thing you plug in your car, and it just like feeds the air into it. I forget what it's not hydrogen, is it?
It could be.
I think
feel like that would
it
make
might
sense.
be. It might be hydrogen.
I definitely think
But
that
it's like running it
long-term-
the same way you run like oil pipes, like are all over the place. It's gonna be the same way. You can like pull off on the side of the road, be like, oh, there's a hydrogen pipe there that's like above the ground with an input. You plug in your car, you fill up, you're good to go.
Right. Yeah, I
And they're
definitely
gonna run
think
houses
the
off of it,
solution
too.
long term is going to be something like that. I mean, I don't think electric cars are going to be the predominant solution.
It's like this has been around for a while. That's the thing, though, is that they
Yeah.
don't like like people who run oil factories and control the pipes and all that stuff. They don't want this to happen, obviously, so they're not going to let it happen.
Right. Yeah. I think
That's the
definitely
kind of
part of
the thing that
issue.
sucks about it is like, it's like we're like, yeah, good for the environment, and the people that are controlling it all is like, hey, I don't want to be poor. This is like my job.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like there's no winning
No
scenario
happy
in
predictions.
any of this.
yeah,
Yeah,
no
no,
happy
that
predictions.
was a
Well, I don't
Happy,
think
happy.
I don't. What would something that'd be good that happened in 2023? What's something
You know,
good?
what if someone drops a fire record? Huh?
College actually works out goodly.
goodly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's my
I
favorite.
feel like that's
Happy
hope and
times.
not a prediction.
it's gonna happen. Just wait,
It's gonna happen, guys.
because I will decompose if it doesn't. It's all over at that point. This is my one
Yeah,
It's all
chance.
Cease
over.
to
If
exist.
first
Yeah.
semester goes awful, that we're done.
Yep, it's all done.
Yeah. Didn't even consider it anymore.
If the school year actually starts without some type of outbreak, it'll be a massive dub.
Yes, that is true.
I think the zombies are coming next year, personally.
That's not the outbreak I
Everyone
was
head to
thinking of.
Walmart.
but
You know, I'm just gonna go and take the Walmart now.
Might as well get things
Preemptive
started.
steps.
Joseph's gonna be
Take
the
the mark.
CEO of Walmart, and we're just gonna be incredibly proud of him. That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
That's it.
Right.
We're just gonna be
That's it.
incredibly proud of him. That's it.
I'll
That's all
I'll
it's
be
take
gonna
more.
so proud of you.
Just gonna be proud, you know? Just
I don't know
proud.
why you did it, but we're proud.
Yeah. Good job,
Yes,
man.
And we know where to go to in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, we know where
which
to
is
go.
not.
You're not
maybe
Dude,
allowed.
he's got a set.
Not
No,
He's gonna make
I'm not
Walmart
going to the Walmart.
designed for a zombie apocalypse. It's
Don't
gonna be
go
like
to Maine.
all
That's gonna be
decked out.
my startup
Yeah,
company.
don't go to
It's just gonna
Maine.
be
Don't go to Yacht. Go to Maine with
the
some
monkeys.
Don't go to Canada
yeah
either.
monkeys on board. No, that's a good plan.
Here we go again. Oh no, we can't do this again.
Yeah. What do we have?
Well,
I
sorry,
think
I'm
we're
sorry.
approaching something here.
No, I'm not
What
gonna
time
talk about
are
my
we at right now, guys?
awesome
What are we
Canadian
at?
plan.
Gotta be at 120.
We got 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
We
Okay.
have a quota to reach. What?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have a
Somewhere
quota.
around there.
What's the quota?
1 hour 30, somewhere around there.
We're
Oh.
pushing it.
What do you guys want to
Think
talk
we're
about, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
I
I,
just
don't.
You guys want to hear more rat stories and buckets?
yeah. How many
No,
rat
rat-
buckets does he got?
I don't know about any rats in 2023.
there
yeah.
gonna be
We're
rats in
gonna
2023,
exterminate
guys?
rats in 20. That's my prediction. Exterminate rats in
Do you
It's
2023.
over
guys-
for them.
Do you guys
You
have
don't-
any plans for going to any New Year's Eve parties and smooching up some ladies?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
New Year's Eve plans? What's
course.
everyone's?
All the smooches.
Oh,
I got at least
Okay.
5 parties lined up. Definitely.
5
Fair enough.
smooches.
I'm thinking I
Oh,
play
The professional
At least
Fortnite.
10
party
at
goer
each.
does not have one party. Yeah, I don't have one party go. Professional party goer
Professional party
himself.
goer doesn't have anywhere to
Yeah.
go.
What? Ain't no
That's
way.
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't.
That's
That's
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
we
play
have a party every
Fortnite
week.
together.
We'll watch the Fortnite event together.
What-
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking we
yeah,
just
that's
go
what
on
we gotta
there.
do. We watch the fireworks.
There's a Fortnite event.
And then we do the.
on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
It's
every.
a Fortnite
Well, they
event
just do
every
this
Why
Friday.
we made it a tradition. Yeah, for some reason, me and Ed made it a tradition to go on a Fortnite Creative Hub and watch the fireworks.
Dang.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Don't know why.
It's not really romantic.
They're gonna
That's not
they're
where I
gonna
was
be
going.
each other's New Year's Eve.
They're gonna get creative. You know what I'm saying?
That was cool, man.
Yeah. So, anyone got any other big plans other than Fortnite? Because that's obviously
Um,
big.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got none, man. I've got
I might
maybe
be
I'll
going
do
to a
homework.
party. I don't know.
I've never actually. I don't think I've ever. No, I've been to one party. That's it. Ever.
I've never been to a party, guys. I'm not really a party guy.
You know, I
This
was,
is where the dire go what the
definitely-
kid comes in.
Not a party goer.
Yeah, I was at this same party that I might be going this year. I was there last year, and
Did you get
I might
drunk?
have. I might. Yes. No.
Totally bastard.
Legally, I have to say no, but
Legally.
there a
no.
wink
I
involved?
might have had the opportunity. Who's to say that I could have?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly I could have
Under parent
gotten the
permission.
bag, but I didn't.
The
I,
bag.
I was
Define
a
the
Chad.
bag. The bag.
Define the
The
bag.
smooches we were talking about.
Ah,
Chad
Oh.
did
Yeah.
not do
what
it.
is
I did
wrong
not.
with
He
you?
didn't.
Why did you
I
drop
stood
the bag?
strong.
Was
Why
it
did you
drop
ugly or
the
something?
bag?
What was wrong
That's
with
not
you?
a
Were you
Chad move.
scared?
That's
no,
not a Chad.
you
move.
see, I'm lying, but that's
Oh, got it.
Dang.
Got it.
No,
Okay,
but
proceed.
I really had hope
Why,
there.
dude?
I really had hope there.
there was a possibility of not smooches, but of something, but it just never,
You know?
nothing happened.
Whoa!
Skip the
you
smooch
can't just
straight to the
okay,
bed.
You can't just
Yeah.
this way.
Ah, no. No,
Hand
but I did.
holding.
I did
Alcohol.
pop a
Hand
balloon.
holding.
And that was the
They
highlight of
held
my night.
hands.
Yeah.
That's
Gender
fair,
reveal?
that's fair.
See, I popped the balloon. The clock struck midnight, and I stood there. Everyone was with. This is really sad. I don't know if I want to talk about this. Everyone was with their
Bro is
significant
literally
other,
diving with a kid.
and I was standing there, and I'm like, dang. I'm like, man, I'm all alone. I just
Wow,
stood
that's
a
there
moment.
What a
you
great
know,
story,
maybe
man.
you
I'm glad you had
find the
that.
other single woman there, and you're like, all right, it's me and you. Clock strikes 12. It's me and you. All right, we gotta
Yeah,
join in.
this- yeah, well, that didn't happen. I was there, and I'm
That's
like,
great.
yeah, this is the most worst moment of my life.
Wow, I thought this was
Yeah.
gonna be
Wow.
happy.
Yeah,
No.
guys,
Yeah,
we're very
wow.
bad at this.
It's
The
so
Riz
fast.
is crazy.
Riz is
Yeah. They
insane.
call me the Rizzler.
Yeah, well, I don't know. about
Not that night. That was an off night for me.
Oh, but other nights you're on.
You're
Yeah,
taking a break.
100%.
Downfall.
Taking a break from the Rizzler.
Dude, I have
Oh,
no
give me
right
Anyone
some
else
tips
to
and
as
tricks.
that embarrassing as that story, or what?
Yeah, my entire life, man. Entire freaking-
Yeah.
I feel like you
Give
talk
you a
about your
recap.
embarrassing L's too often, Wes.
I do.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
stop
always
Maybe you
taking
been
should
a
be
L's.
more
embarrassing
like
L.
me
I
and
have
stop
so many
taking L's.
My entire life is L's. I could write an entire novel of just my L's.
Yeah. Every couple
sound like a
podcasts,
4chan
we're gonna
user.
reveal an embarrassing moment. Ev already did his with the door slamming and the guy making fun of him. That was mine.
Mm.
Next time we need someone from
Jeez.
someone else.
Yikes.
Slowly degrading our self-esteem.
Hey
Yeah.
Jake, what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? Go.
Wait till next. Wait
Next
Go.
We
time.
have to wait
next
till next
time.
time. This
Till
is how we
next
get him to
time.
come back.
This is how.
We'll put it in the middle of the podcast too, out of nowhere,
You're
just
just
so
gonna
they
drop it
can't
in.
they
We're
can't
just-
try to find it.
No, we're
Yeah.
just gonna be talking, and then Jake's just gonna drop it, and then
It's
we're
like a
just gonna
sponsor.
continue
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
But with,
cut to a section here.
but it's
This
just
embarrassing
him.
moment sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah. It's a good idea, though.
Well, is it that time to actually demoralize us with our roles for the pod?
Yeah, do we want to
Yeah.
give
it's a
out dirty
demoralization
rolls
time.
to each
I
other?
think it's that time, Mr.
All right, Ev, you
So
go
I'm the
first.
gracious, awesome host to 100% carry this episode.
Think about
100%.
this. Think about that. You,
100%.
you have
You
time.
were
Don't make
And
any
I
rash
do-
decisions.
I have a pick
sling
here,
him out.
You have a
and
pick-
I
oh.
do think it is a choice decision.
Wait, hold
And-
on. Who is it not? We need to narrow this down. Make it
Yeah, make
cinematic.
it-
Make it intense.
Yeah, make it
let's-
two.
wait,
Bring
I know
down
the
to two
end.
people.
Guy.
Bring it
I
down
know
to
the
two
end.
people.
Okay,
Well, get rid of
Bring it
one
down to two
first
people.
for the ultimate
Yeah.
theatrical.
okay, it's not
That makes
Wes.
Oh.
What?
Dang,
Wes is
explain.
saying-
The way he
explain.
said that. The way he said that. Yeah.
I don't think there was like I liked your resolution, but other than that, I don't think like there was like the insane amount of contribution, right?
Really? Okay. Well, I'm
But I
pretty
did
sure
like your
contributed.
resolution
That's
because we
good
had a
as-
very similar one.
I think you're biased against me. I'm not gonna lie.
No, no, this is not true.
I contributed to
It's
every
simply not
conversation.
true.
No, you know why it's not you? I
So
think you're
mean.
legitimately second place.
so
Wow.
you just guy him.
Yeah.
Well, I
He's
could be
second
pro
place.
too,
That'll
right?
be debated
No.
later.
No, I don't think he's
Okay.
Yeah.
pro.
If I think I want to give it to Ty
Dang.
because I liked his stories. They were kind of funny.
He was a
didn't-
loser.
He didn't narrow it down at all.
Well,
He just got
they
rid of
did
one
not
guy.
narrow
and
it
then-
down. They just got rid of
But Wes
Wes.
was second
and then
place.
Another L. Yeah, another
Wait.
L for my boy.
Wow.
Wait,
Dude.
I have to narrow down every person. Like it's
Well,
not
yeah,
Ty.
that's-
I mean,
Wait, is
oh,
it not?
It's not
me?
Wes, Jake, or Joseph. Who is it?
Okay. Well, that's what we were kind of trying to say. Like, you're gonna be like, "Oh, it's not Wes. Oh, it's not Joseph. Oh, it's Jake or Ty." Like, that's what I was imagining. But I'll take it.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's you.
Yeah, congrats.
With
the
Wes
Ty.
being
Because
a
of this,
close
I-
second.
I might join you on Fortnite for some smoochie because of that.
Yeah.
That's not what
New
we
Year's
do.
Eve. Oh,
That's
We don't do that.
Oh,
We do
it's a new
Fortnite
tradition
dances.
we're about to start.
Oh, okay.
And I cry sometimes.
Maybe this is why you were alone at the party. Anyway,
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
buddy.
Oh my!
Oh my
That's-
Oh
gosh.
my
That's
lord.
crazy.
Yo.
He just dropped that one in there.
Wow.
Yeah, they just like hit both
put your
your
host,
shins
so it's
there.
all
Just
fine.
Put you
Oh,
on the
d-
ground.
I don't know if that makes up for that.
All right. And
no, we'll hold hands on Fortnite. At least we'll do that, and then,
Who-
and then maybe I'll consider smooth.
Okay.
you got to build
Alright.
up to it, you know.
What's
Who
the
else?
guy? Who's Get?
Start with guy.
Yeah, who's guest? We got to go from best to worst.
Oh, guest. Hmm.
Who is it?
What if he just names me guest after he
Uh,
just
It's
said it a
not
second?
Wes. It's not Wes.
I
Ah,
forget what. Oh yeah,
Wes.
Joseph was the illegal modding thing.
Dude, there's nothing.
I think
okay.
Um,
the way you said that seems like he's guest
Wes
material.
was the. Wes
He-
was the. See, this is what I need to improve on with my New Year's resolution.
I forgot.
It all, it all circles back.
He was
I was talking about my
self-fulfillment with
Oh, yes,
composure.
publishing. Yeah, publishing
Yeah.
your
Publishing.
poems and stuff. And Evans was kind of the same thing with
Yes.
making classical music, kind of thing. And Jake
Wow.
was getting out there in college. See, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
Already improving.
So
Yeah.
who's guest?
This is out of my hands.
I'm thinking either Wes or Evan at this point.
It's not
What?
Wes. No
I
shot.
think- Wait, maybe it's okay. We can't do 7 twice.
Or
You can't
possibly
give me
Joseph.
guess
It will.
again. I don't think I'm guessed. I
I
don't
relate
know.
closely to
Am I?
Jake's, so I'm putting Jake up there.
Yes.
Maybe I'm guessed. I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
I wasn't paying that much attention to what I said.
Uh, how do we
Why is this
differentiate
sad?
Wes and
that's
Evans?
just sad.
Because they're like so similar.
I don't.
Well, I
He
think
leached off mine.
I think.
Ev
I did
gave
not
us-
leech. That was my
guys.
answer. You
Oh,
rat.
You too. You're both.
You gotta look. You gotta consider that Evan was doing the host role.
I think.
So
Well,
his
if
story
we're just,
wasn't primary. You have to
if-
consider his hosting
Yeah,
ability.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's all about.
was
I
thinking-
did better
Hosting
this
ability
episode than
was-
last time.
He did do better, but,
But
we
like
had,
that
there
was like
there
bedrock.
was- This was also technically part 3 of you hosting, if we're being
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're being honest, behind the scenes
honest.
here.
But it was
Part
better.
3 of you
I will
was-
give you that. It was definitely
Yeah.
better. You
Yes.
did good, kid.
Wow. Thanks, Pops. What
Uh,
about Jake? Is Jake guessed?
I don't think Jake is guessed.
Yeah, I added nuance to everything.
So that
Maybe
leaves
there's
me.
no-
I
Yeah.
started every discussion.
No,
What? Well, I mean,
it's one
you
of
did.
those.
You were
Most-
contributing
You
a lot.
get guessed for
so-
saying that.
It's one of those
What?
situations where
Yeah.
we don't want to give
There it
anyone
is.
guess because no one deserves it. So we just pin it on some random
I
thing
think we
they
should
said.
stop making guests so negative. I
I
don't think it's as
I
bad.
think-
got
I
guessed
think
first
you should
episode.
stop.
I
You
know
I
what?
think I
got
guessed right there. You're guest for saying
I
No.
got guest first episode, and I was like, "That's sick." I think I like being guest. That's kind of chill.
No, it's not.
Why
You're
are we
coping
making
so
guests
hard.
negative now?
Copium.
Well, somebody's
Copium.
gotta have it. And it
I
looks
mean,
sucking
if he
down the
wants
it's
to
not.
guess,
It's not Ty. It's not Wes. It's either B, Jake, or Ev.
I feel
not
like
me?
it's Ev because he likes it.
I
Yeah.
didn't say I liked it. I think
He wants it. I think he wants it. You want
It
guest?
has to be this antagonistic thing.
You're asking,
Oh,
you're asking for
I
it.
You're the
most
weird guy.
definitely think it does.
That's what guest
Oh,
was based
all
upon
right.
in the first episode.
Oh my gosh. This section just keeps getting more heated every
maybe
episode.
we're all guests.
Dude, he's screaming
There,
that.
you
Dude,
made the
you know what?
graph. You
I'm guest.
visualize it.
You can't.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree. I agree. You're a guest.
We're ending this discussion.
I'm
guest.
getting my
Evan's
getting my
guest.
revenge. Calling me an automatic guest. This is what
So-
you get.
And Jake is guy.
All right.
No, Wes
All
is
right.
guy.
Jake is guy. Jake is
Well,
guy.
I literally- The
I
next
think
segment
Joseph
of the
is guy.
podcast. Yeah, I
I-
think
yeah.
Joseph is guy.
Just this guy,
I'm
Wes?
guy.
bro.
What's your opinion
that
on
leaves
this?
us bros.
I
That
think
leaves us bros.
he's got guy energy, man.
All right, well there it goes.
There we go.
There he goes.
Hey, good move. Wes.
Finally, it's over.
All right, there.
Jake and Wes
What
are
if we
bros.
just-
Figured it out.
What if everyone's guest instead? So there's no problem.
No.
We all have guests inside of us.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
if we
we all
don't
have a little
limit it to a
guest.
specific number? Like everyone could be a guest, or bro, like it's all free
That
for all.
ruins the whole pod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
after
dynamic
100th
here. Stop
episode,
trying
You know
to
how
make it.
modular division
get a
works, my
special
guy.
prize.
Well, there could be more than one guest, you know. Like, what if you invited like 2 guests? to the party?
No, you're
Maybe.
ruining the system.
Nope, you're
I'm
ruining
just
it.
saying,
All right,
throw it out
we've all been decided. End it. Turn it off. End the button.
Kill him. Kill him.